ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Santa's Workshop. My last video, there was lots of questions about it, so I'm going to try and clear some things up on the Jeep. I don't know if I wasn't clear, if I didn't explain myself enough, but there's some things I keep having everybody tell me. It's the security system. It's security system. Security, it would not do this. This engine only has 10,000 miles on it, and it runs beautifully. That hissing you're hearing is the cold air intake. There it idles down. Listen to this thing. It is just beautiful. If it was a security system, it would not do that. If it was the key, it would die. It'd start and die. But I want to show you, I want to shut this. The dash is completely dead. Nothing is working. Gauges not working, lights not working, nothing is working. Headlights work, horn works. Radio was working before we pulled it out, but climate control, nothing works. Console, nothing works. And I had somebody tell me that there was a control unit under the dash. I never found one. I put my AutoFix scanner. I've got a tablet scanner, and everything it told me, it did a full check on the engine, the full check on the drivetrain, but it would not communicate with the dash or the climate control or the radio. Well, radio, it's got an aftermarket. That could be a reason why. But this thing runs beautifully, and I want to get in it, and we're going to take it for a little drive. Oh! Get y'all set up here. But as you see, nothing is going on the dash. Gauges are dead, tack is dead. I know it's got fuel, or I don't know if it's got fuel. I don't know how much fuel it's got. But there's reverse, kicked right in, smooth as glass, no clunks, no thumps. Now, there are some, let's see here. Yes. Automatic, the mirrors work. You see the mirror going in and out right there. So they do work. Okay. But this thing is running so smooth. I mean, it's unbelievable how quiet this thing is. Here's that thump. That was that bushings on that front axle. Shifts really good. back in reverse. I'm going to move it right back out here where it was sitting. Because we've got to get a computer in and a new battery. This battery goes to my El Camino, or Caballero, El Caballero. Got to quit calling it El Camino. No, this truck this thing runs wonderfully. I don't understand why everybody insists that it's the security. I mean, I have had several people tell me it is the ECM, and that's everything. That's what I could find, was that the ECM is bad. All the information center stuff needs to be cleaned up, but I'm sure none of this is going to work because of the radio being removed, or this radio being put in. Tow haul don't work. Traction control don't work. Okay. Sounds like the four-wheel drive is kicking in and out, so that does work. I just don't have no indicator up on the dash for it. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a good running vehicle. So, as soon as I get the money, I'm going to get an ECM for it, new battery, put those in. If that takes care of all the dash problems and everything, we're going to get this thing fixed up and going nice. So, let's go inside and do something else. Okay, well, let's get back on El Caballero. It's been a little while since I sanded on this thing. I'm getting close to getting this down. I got me some 40 grit, if you remember. But my daggum sander pads are giving out on me. So I got me a new one, laying right there, thanks to O'Reilly's. And let's put a new pad on the disc, or on the DA, and I'll set you up on the time lapse, and we're going to see if we can get rid of this stuff. Hopefully we can get it gone in this video. We'll see. All right, finally got one side done. Let's see what kind of damage we got. Let's get those lights in there and go across. I'm not seeing too wavy. We definitely have some rust problem right there. That's just surface, it's not through, thank goodness. But that was underneath that plastic. And I saw another couple up here. See, I think one's right there. Another one was right there. But yeah, they did this old girl a disservice when they didn't sand it all the way down to the metal and get rid of that blasted water-based primer. And that's what happens. Moisture gets underneath it and it just starts flaking up. You can see the flake area right there, all those little dots. That is what happens when that primer starts letting go. But I want to get on the other side. I'm not going to film doing the other side just because I know y'all have got to just be listening to the music. You can't be sitting there watching me actually sand this thing. Because this has got to be the most ultimate boring part of doing body work to me that there is. But we're going to get it sanded down, and eventually we're going to get this back over on the lift, hopefully here within the next couple of days if it stays cool enough to get out here. And we'll get it back in the air so I can get the bottom of the quarters, get all the door jambs cleaned up, and we're going to put this thing in primer. And after we get it in primer, I'm going to go get me some, I'm going to get me some new body putty. I've been researching which is the best on the market now, which goes over the 2K primer. That just, my old school brain, that just doesn't work right. That just don't work right. You don't put putty over primer. But this old dog is trying to learn new ways. So we'll get it. We're going to get this thing all sanded down, and I can actually spray some epoxy primer on it, and we'll get started on the body work itself. And well, from there it ain't going to be long. It's going to be probably a week or so of blocking it out. I still got to get the fenders in, still got to get the other door skin for this side. Those are plentiful. For some reason or another, the driver's side, you could not find them when I was looking for them. They were nowhere to be seen. But the passenger door skins are plentiful. I even found one that was on sale for $79. And of course it was out of stock when I ordered it. So, but we're going to get to sanding this side and get that done, and we'll come back. All right, 2 hours later, I finally got all that stuff off, and got just a little bit of primer left right there, a little bit of rust right there, looks like. Another little spot right there. Now I want you to look back here. There's rust, there's rust. You see this line right here? And there's rust right there. I'm wondering if this didn't have a camper shell sitting on it at one time, and it rubbed and got down to the metal and rusted. I mean, it's just surface rust. I mean, it's not through, but I'm going to have to do something to get that taken care of to where it's not going to come back. But I finally got all that crap off. I mean, as far as smoothness, it feels really good. I won't know until I get the primer and a blocking coat on there. Find out exactly how good it is. But that's going to be the next step. We got it down. Got to get something to go over this. Got to get this off the back side here. That's going to be so much fun. Yay. I hit the side where those knobs were. Didn't hit it too good, but I want to hit it again. But I want to take all this down to the metal. And down there, those knobs at the bottom, we got to get those off. Here at the bottom of the door, got to get those. Don't have to worry about the doors. I don't think the fenders had any molding trim on them. They just got the holes from the wheel well moldings. So that'll be good. But while it's up in the air, I'm going to take the tires off of the back, and I'm going to weld up the holes in the wheel well moldings. I'll do it on the front fenders too. I want this thing to look like it come from the factory without trim. And this car is too good to just be halfway done. I mean, it's no rust. less than 100,000 miles original on the body. That's why I have put so much into it, because it's worth it. El Camino's not my favorite car. Never have really cared for them, you know, to the point where I like, oh my gosh, I gotta have one of those. No. But Randy at AAR gave this to me when the paint deal didn't go through. So I feel it's up to me to make this car the best it can be. And the best it can be is the best I can do. But looking across that top right there, it just looks nice. It almost looks like it's been lowered. I took so much off of that. I know it hasn't, but it's just perception. Perception, you know, makes me think, oh my gosh, there's so much putty on top of it. It feels like it's lowered. And I did not find any real dents up there for them to have put that stuff over it. But boy, when I got down to that primer, it just started flaking. I just almost wish I could have took it to a car wash and just blasted it. I probably could have washed it all off. But that's what we're going to do on the Caballero today. It's starting to get hot out here again. Let's see where our wall is at. I hit this the other day, and it was at 104. Oh, it's just 90 degrees, or 89.1 in here right now. Humidity must be up, because I am wet. But, alrighty, well, my rear axle. I know there's been about 2,000 of y'all watch it already. This was at the very bottom of the list when it came out a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to thumbnail it and run it again. If you've already watched it, thank you. You don't have to watch it again. But I just feel like YouTube did not push it as much as they should have. So I'm going to put another thumbnail on it and put the video back out there again. If you watched it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't watched it yet, please go to it. We're going through the step-by-step of how to shorten a rear end. And the reason we're having to shorten it, this pinion was offset 2 inches to one side. Well, as short as the driveline is in a T-bucket, you can't have a driveline going over to the side 2 inches. So we're having to take it out of the longest tube and shorten it down to where the pinion is centered. And right now, with this where it is and that it is, we got 26¼ inches both ways, right here to the center of our pinion. So guys, if you hadn't checked that out, please go check it out. Pretty soon I'm going to have a little video up about how I made these. Real simple thing, nuts, bolts, and some bearings. And I can throw that rear end up there and just spin it like like a top. But thank y'all for joining me on this. As soon as this weather gets cooled down, I'm going to be getting back to trying to do a video a day again. It's just too hot. Like right now, it's 90 in here. I'm having a hard time breathing, and I'm just wet. There's no telling what my face looks like. But thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget the merch store. Anything you buy helps support the channel. I really appreciate it. And I want to throw some more stuff up on the El Caballero link on Amazon. If y'all want to support me that way, go to it, check it out. If there's something you can send me, awesome. I'm going to be putting everybody's name on a plaque, and it's going to be shown everywhere this car is shown. And if somebody just goes above and beyond, y'all know who you are. I'm going to be getting t-shirts and stuff for them, and I'll be making keychains for everybody before it's over. So thank y'all so much. We'll see you next time in Santa's Workshop.